What's up, y'all? It's your girl Kate. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I speak about authenticity, I speak about personal growth and development, healing, and mental health. I am a life coach. My reason for this video is to help those who have been in negative environments their whole life, who is surrounded by negativity and do not know how to see their way out of their negativity. Thought patterns, self-doubt, a lack of motivation, and just really not seeing your potential for who you are, who you know you're meant to be. And the topic of this video today is forgiving and boundaries. So if you're interested in that kind of content, make sure you go ahead and hit that subscribe button. If you're not new here, you already know the routine. We just about to jump right into it. So let's go. The first step to forgiving and setting boundaries is never forgetting. A lot of people get it mixed up when they think about forgiving a person. They think about forgetting everything that they did, maybe letting them back into your life, giving them access again, fucking with them the same way that you used to fuck with them. No, it is not the same. Never forgetting but forgiving simply means that you place that person where they belong. Sometimes you have to put people in categories. These are people that I cannot trust. These are people that I cannot tell my secrets to. These are people that I cannot befriend again because of certain things that have went on and things that have been said and things that have happened. But forgiving a person simply means that I accept you for who you are. I accept what you did, but I do not have to deal with this. If a person have put you in a situation where it have hurt you and you have had to heal from that person in this situation, you don't have to allow them back into your life, but you can forgive them for what they did because maybe they didn't know. Maybe they didn't take you as serious. Maybe they have these issues on their own. Either way, it didn't have anything to do with you, but everything to do with them. Don't let nobody gaslight you into feeling like, oh, she said she forgive me, but we don't even talk no more. When I call her, she don't answer. You don't have to answer and you don't have to talk to them. This the biggest misconception. You don't have to do that. Place those boundaries and place people in those categories where they belong and never forget. Number 2, y'all, is understanding that forgiving is not for the other party, it's for you. Coming from a person who have held grudges for years against people who have hurt me. And the reason for that being is because I didn't believe that they deserved my forgiveness. Things were just so out of bounds. And I'm like, I didn't deserve that. So you don't deserve my forgiveness. And holding on to that anger, holding on to that hurt for all those years only brought me agony. I was pissed off every day. I was getting up out the bed. I was keeping myself from getting connected with other people. I hit a wall up toward everything and everybody, so nothing could get in, even the good things. So it came a time where I realized I'm holding myself back because of what they did to me. I won't forgive them because of what they did to me, not knowing that what they did to me was stemming from how they feel about themselves, their own personal struggles. But I'm holding on to that. Thing is, y'all, no, we don't deserve certain things that certain people put us through, right? That's just period. But certain things are just out of your control. Sometimes you go into a situation without knowing that this is going to happen. You go into a situation and you turn all those red flags to green flags because you want somebody around. Sometimes you just vulnerable. It's no shame in none of those things because those things happen and they are inevitable in everybody's journey. Everybody has been through a situation where they have been vulnerable. Everybody has been through a situation where their trust was abused, their love was abused. It's inevitable. It happens. But what I want y'all to understand is that all of those things happen for a reason. And when they happen, it's always something that you can take from the situation instead of holding on and just letting it anger and that frustration and that resentment build up in your heart because it's only going to affect you in the long run. So understand it's for you, not for them. When you understand that, it becomes more easier to forgive them because you have no place for the anger and the resentment in your heart no more. You let it go. And it's easier to show compassion for that person. Number 3, and this is the big one. It's the process, y'all. I have woke up some days when I'm like, yeah, I'm ready to forgive them. Yeah, like they just going through this and this because of this. They had their own issues and I was just ignoring the red flags. And I'm telling myself all the good things, all the stuff that I want to hear, all the stuff that I need to hear. And I'm going by my day and I'm happy, and I'm happy that I release these people, these old habits. And it's other days when I wake up and I'm just not feeling that good. I'm not in a good mood. It's so easy to look back on all the negative things that have happened in your life when you're not in a good mood. When you're in a bad mood, when things ain't going your way. You think about it and you like, this bitch, or I hate that bitch, or it's just like you start feeling all those feelings of anger, resentment that come up again when you think that you have healed, when you think that you have let it go and you haven't. Those days are also inevitable. And it's so frustrating because you think back when you was in a good mood, you're like, I thought that I was really over this shit, but you not though. And it's okay. It's okay to not be fully healed. It's okay to not be fully over it because it happened to you. The key to everything is your perspective. Long as you're practicing telling yourself, this happened for this reason, this was inevitable, I had to learn this lesson. When you keep feeding yourself the positive things and not the negative things, that's how you continue to heal and go on about your day. But the negative thoughts, they're going to always be there, but it's always about what you give attention to. What thoughts are you feeding into? What thoughts are you believing about the situation? Because it's always two perspectives. Perspective matters. I exercise boundaries before I exercise forgiveness. And you have to exercise your boundaries before you exercise your forgiveness. Cut those people out of your life. Stop getting in contact with those people. Stop entertaining those people. You got to stop it altogether. If you want to heal, you can't keep going back to the thing or the person that hurt you and putting yourself in a predicament where you're going to end up in a fucked up situation. We have to start thinking about our consequences before we just go into shit. Yeah, it might have felt good then, but is it really good for you though? You have to ask yourself these questions. How is this going to affect me? What am I getting out of this? Am I benefiting from it? Are they feeding into me the way that I'm feeding into them? Is it a possibility that this situation can go the same way it went in the past? Don't think about the short term. Rather think about the long term, because the long term is what's going to matter, not the short term. You exercise those boundaries. You put those boundaries up. You stop communication. You stop putting yourself in those predicaments. Then you go on thinking about everything that happened within this situation, reflecting, self-reflecting, because it's not all the time another party. Sometimes it's us. Sometimes it's what we allow. Sometimes it's those unhealed wounds that we have been ignoring for years. And you can't run from that. You're going to have to face it either way. You can face it now or you can face it later. But one thing about it, when you choose to face it later, understand that there are going to be greater consequences for putting it off. So it's always better to just face that shit now. Try to get it over with. Think about it like that. Like, if I don't do it now, I'm going to have to do it later. It's better to do it now. It's just benefiting you. It's benefiting your future. I hope that these tips was helpful for y'all. If they were, make sure you drop your favorite one in the comments. If y'all interested in booking with me, I will be sure to drop my booking site below in the description. I appreciate y'all for tuning in. I will be back.